roads in the Big East wind to Tampa, Florida. This will be the site of next year's Final Four. But before you can have March Madness, you need a jammin' January. Live from the Sun Dome in Tampa, Florida, Big East basketball at its best. Our game of the week, the USF Bulls entertain the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. And the new year means new life in the Big East. The holidays are history. Now it's all business. Hello again, everybody. Al Keck along with Leah Secundo. And Leah, we're talking a big-time matchup here. This lives up to the billing. USF taking on Notre Dame.
Contrasting styles for South Florida. They like to run and kick it out and get moving in transition. That's how they score their easy baskets. For Notre Dame, this is a very youthful team. However, they are undefeated in conference play and coming along quite nicely for head coach Muffet McGraw.
Plenty of firepower in this game, especially for USF. They're led by one of the top scorers in the nation, in Jessica Dixon.
The senior out of Ocala, Florida, is the preseason Big East Player of the Year. She has tremendous size. I like her lankiness, long arms, gets out, moves this team in transition, worked on that pull-up jumper in the offseason to make herself a little bit more attractive come next season at the professional level. Good right now for a 20.5 average points per game. That's second best in the Big East. She puts in a lot of minutes, 32 minutes per game. The whole offense revolves around Dixon.
And she has a chance to become the all-time leading scorer in USF basketball, period. All right. When it comes to Notre Dame, always tough in Big East play. They are led by Sherelle Allen.
A junior out of Pennsylvania, Sherelle Allen, also a very versatile player. She's athletic. She plays out on the wing. She has that nice pull-up J. She will pull the defender off the perimeter and try to take you off the dribble. She has a number of different items in her repertoire, so to speak. The team leader in reboundings and points. She's coming off her first double-double of her career, 16 and 10 against Seton Hall.
Notre Dame will try to control the tempo. USF would love to run. USF 12-4 coming off a spanking at Rutgers. Notre Dame 11-4. Always tough in the Big East. We'll have it all live from Tampa right after this.
Opportunity doesn't knock. Opportunity waits. Waits for people with the knowledge, experience, and talent to locate it. At Oppenheimer Funds, our investment teams have been creating value by finding hidden investment opportunities for over 45 years. Oppenheimer Funds, the right way to invest.
Carefully consider fund investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses. Call your advisor for a prospectus with this and other fund information. Read it carefully before investing.
College basketball fans, get ready for the 2007 Big East Women's Basketball Championship, presented by Aeropostale. March 3rd through the 6th at the Hartford Civic Center in Hartford, Connecticut. See 12 of the top Big East women's basketball teams battle for the Big East Championship tournament title. Ticket packages are just $99 for all sessions. For tickets and more information, call 860-525-4500. That's 860-525-4500 or log on to Ticketmaster.com.
Hey, what's up?
It's D-Wade.
I can use some help.
It's heavy.
Yes, it is. My dream is to leave the world a better place than I found it. Good job, buddy. Yo! Hey, Coach.
The new 2007 Lincoln Navigator with enough room for a basketball team. Life's going. Where to next?
During the last 25 years, we've embraced hundreds of talented and passionate women who've made us proud. We're honored to be associated with the most distinguished coaches in the country, and we're humbled by our unparalleled success on and off the court. For 25 years, Big East women's basketball has set the standard for excellence in collegiate athletics. Join us this season as we celebrate our silver anniversary.
And welcome back to sunny Tampa, Florida. Al Keck along with Leah Secundo. Leah, we can play this game outside. That's going to make everybody jealous. You've got Notre Dame taking on USF Big East basketball. Here's a look at your starting lineups for Notre Dame. They have three starters that average in double figures, leading the way Sherelle Allen. And you see the steal. They're one of the top defensive teams in the Big East. For South Florida, they are led by two of the top scorers in the Big East. In fact, two of the top scorers in the country, period. And Jessica Dixon and Shantia Grace. And once again, Jessica Dixon, the preseason Player of the Year in the Big East. So Notre Dame 2-0 in Big East play, coming off a victory against Cincinnati. USF 2-1. They were hammered at Rutgers, Leah. And Leah, USF is hoping they learn something from that game, that sometimes you go on the road, you don't show up, that's what happens to you.
It's a soul-searching week, actually, for Coach Jose Fernandez. His team, they had long, lengthy meetings. The team met with their coach Friday, and they asked Coach, they told Coach, look, we're sorry for the way that we played. And it goes beyond coaching. Coach Fernandez is like a dad to these players. He's helped bring this program back to form. The program needs to take the next step. For Notre Dame, they're coming off a super win at home against Cincinnati. They're trying to come in here now and build some momentum with the opportunity that they're undefeated in Big East play, and road wins are so important for Muffin McGraw's team.
Boy, and what a job she has done in Notre Dame. Her 20th season there, 11 straight NCAA appearances, 13 overall. She won the national title in 2001. She's been to the Sweet 16 6 times in 10 years. So we are ready to tip things off. USF in whites, Notre Dame in blue and gold.
You'll see a little bit of a zone. You're going to see a little bit of pressing by Notre Dame, and South Florida coming out here out with 4 guards on their offense, running a 4-guard system to start the game.
And they come out firing the 3-point bomb for Jessica Dixon.
South Florida will be tenacious. They'll look to trap, different opportunities to trap when they can. Play this man, they're not afraid. There's a little bit of size differential since Jose Fernandez is starting 4 guards, but they're not timid at all.
Crystal Irwin coming right back, scoring. USF with the early lead. USF would love to get things running here. They're a very athletic team. They'd love to go up and down the floor. Notre Dame, Leah, would like to control the tempo. Beautiful pass inside, back out Webb. Webb pulls up from 15, can't get a roll. Offensive rebound, USF. USF, one of the top offensive rebounding teams in the Big East.
That was one of the things that Muffin McGraw had told me yesterday, that rebounding is definitely a key, along with minimizing turnovers and making sure we know where Dixon and Grace are at all times for South Florida.
Dixon averaging 21 points per game. Grace at 17 points per game. Notre Dame once again has 4 players that scored double figures, led by Sherelle Allen. This is Allen, has that ball knocked away. Kristen Webb on the run. Puts it up over Allen, and Allen fouls her. That's it, the first foul of the ball game.
Kristen Webb's a great story for Jose Fernandez in this South Florida program. She went to the hard there. She's a 6th-year player. She's been with Coach Fernandez during the good times and the bad times here at South Florida, and it's great to see that she's come back, working hard at getting to the basket, getting those foul shot opportunities early for the Bulls.
USF on the season, a 69% free throw shooting team. Webb, a 78% free throw shooter.
No surprise, full court pressure here by the Bulls off the made hoop. Notre Dame, you've got to come back, you've got to help out to break that press. Look at how South Florida gets in there with their hands and then quickly fills the lane the opposite way.
Beautiful pass. Shantia Grace finds Jessica Dixon. So this is the type of tempo USF would love to create in this game.
Hands, hands, hands. Very active in the defender's face. Everybody collapses in on where the ball was. The big mistake for Notre Dame there was no one came back to help out, get that ball in bounds, and try to break that full court pressure.
Ashley Barlow coming into the game, and Allen will sit down.
This is exactly the way that Coach Fernandez wanted it scripted. His team to come out fast. Embrace what happened earlier in the week to Rutgers. For Notre Dame, they need to be poised. Again, this is a very young team. They've come along nicely, but they need to be poised here on the road and resilient against the South Florida run.
Barlow for 3. How about Ashley Barlow coming right off the bench and bearing up a 3-point bomb? She's a 33% 3-point shooter. And then USF coming right back for the answer, Shantia Grace.
Got to pick up in transition because of the quickness of the Bulls. You don't want to get into a running match where it's make and make. You need to pick up in transition off of the made hoops.
And Notre Dame wasting no time, quickly going back the other way. Ball will go out of bounds and stay with Notre Dame. 30 seconds on the shot clock. Notre Dame to inbound, and that is Melissa D'Amico. A beautiful jumper. USF up by 3.
Fortunate for South Florida there as the ball went off of D'Amico's body. So the Bulls will get the ball out of bounds under their own hoop, trying to set up something. Got to be quick.
19 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Grace. Thought about the three. Notre Dame, one of the top defensive teams in the country, too. They love to play defense at Notre Dame. Inside it goes. Beautiful pass. That from Sheets, and she finds Miller.
And the Irish have always prided themselves on their defense. But the zone in that play there, Al, they spread out that zone a little bit too far, and that allowed that bounce pass to come inside.
Oh, you talk about this defense for Notre Dame. They have 4 players averaging 25 steals on this team. It's incredible. D'Amico can't hit it inside, gets her own rebound, tries it again, and this time she's fouled. The foul is called on Rachel Sheets. That's her first foul. First team foul on USF.
The Bulls defensively trying to front the post, but if you're going to front the post, your help side defense has to come in. And the help side defense right now for the Bulls is undersized. So they need to make sure that they're in position for that turn and catch. Whoever is sliding through the post for Notre Dame keeps that person off the block and tries to contest that shot in one way or another.
Notre Dame on the season, #1 in the Big East in free throw shooting at 78%, and D'Amico hits both of hers. So USF coming out quickly, but Notre Dame has been able to answer. South Florida up by 3 at 12-9. Jessica Dixon already with 6 of the 12 points for USF, and the turnover for USF. USF normally has taken very good care of the basketball this season. In fact, #1 in the Big East in turnover margin there by 6.
Just 14 turnovers a game on the average. And once again, look at this trapping here. Nice job by the Irish to break the press.
Here's Jessica Dixon looking at Sheets. Sheets on the drive, and the blocking foul is called on Notre Dame.
Hey, did Sheets get up there or what? A little vertical there.
Little levitation, shall we say. Foul is called on Gaines, Kalia Gaines.
Now watch what happens. Just trying to climb right up over the top. Really not square to the basket, but put herself in a position because of her quickness to give herself an opportunity here at the line. And I think for South Florida, with their speed, Al, this is where they've got to continuously attack the basket. If the ball doesn't fall in off of a layup, they're going to give themselves shots with time stopped to catch a breather at the free throw line.
South Florida with the 4-point lead very early first half. Al Keck and Leah Secondo, we're coming to you live from Tampa, Florida. Our Big East game of the week. Notre Dame at South Florida. Gaines on the drive. Will she get a bounce? No. Miller with the rebound for USF. USF on the run. Here's Jessica Dixon back out to Webb. Excellent passing by USF. 3-point try, no good. Offensive rebound. Miller puts it back in.
Boy, she was fighting off 3 defenders, had a very awkward look at the basket. She was deep underneath that hoop, and with the strength of her body, got herself back out for a decent look. Kissed it right off the bench.
Irwin will try a 3. Long rebound, back out to Notre Dame. Gaines on the drive, and there's a foul. The foul is called on Rachel Sheets. That is her second foul. We're in Tampa, Florida. Our Big East game of the week. The South Florida Bulls with their largest lead so far this afternoon, leading Notre Dame at 15-9.